That's a lot of Remus on the ground. It's gotta feel good, dude. I don't know where his balls and stuff are anymore. Because I'm used to... Ding dong, that's all that's left of your dog. As long as that's not what I think it is. Again, you got to start making multiple trips, dude.
Doesn't matter.
Can you give me his blue ball while you're there? You put everything up there.
There it is.
Yeah. Remus, quit burying everything. Come on.
And then these are like I make it like a pack that you buy, so it comes with weather baby sheets. I'm making one. Snowy, rainy, windy, cloudy, partly cloudy,
What is that?
and sunny. What is that? Oh, it's a chunk of wheat. There's wheat.
Okay, that's good enough. He can't. Yeah.
So, the main part, what's the weather packet? It comes with weather data. Sunny, stormy, snowy, rainy, windy, cloudy, and partly cloudy. Those are the ones that it comes with.
Hello, Fondo. How are you today?
This doesn't look like I made it. It looks like it was bought.
Do you cut it the right size, all of them?
Yeah, and they all fit in the little pouch.
Hey, Satoru.
They all fit in this pouch.
Okay, that's cool.
And
Where'd you get that pouch from?
It's from my old binder.
Welcome in, everybody. How's your day going?
And then a genius thing that I did is so like let's say sunny today, right? So I'm gonna put sunny in the front.
Brad, I don't know what Como VC means. I'm sorry. Glad you're doing good, Satoru. Am I saying that right? What he's doing is, so if I mess with him, and I don't want to too much, but you see back there the mounds? We give him bones, and he buries them in the garden. Okay, yeah, let us know how to say it, because I'd like to get people's names right. Is it Satoru? I want to make sure we get it right, but yeah, he's checking to make sure all his bones are accounted for. Hello, Juwu. How are you? Come here, bud. You're stuck. There you go. Ooh, that doesn't sound very good. Is it something you ate or are you sick?
Right here is the back pouch, because this is the pouch where it has what it is, and then the back pouch right here is where you store the extra pieces.
That works. I'm sorry. I hope you get over that soon. There's nothing worse than being sick.
I hate being sick.
So do I. Hello, Terrence. How are you? How's your day going? See, now he's got a stick, and it'll be good. You're using the sink and not the toilet? Just start. Yeah.
Oh.
It depends on your sink. If your sink's like open, I guess the sink would work.
I know you want to clean it up, I guess.
Well, if it's good news, I appreciate you, Brat. Ah, okay. Can't bend, so gotta use the sink. As long as it's going down the drain, I guess it's all right. Start with a little bit of fluids and work your way up. It's the best advice we can give you. What do you see? I'll work with that for sure, Gojo. As long as I said that one right. Son's over here working on a craft project. Remus is doing Remus things. And we're just trying to enjoy the nice weather before it gets too hot. What did everyone else do today? Okay. Nice. Well, a good lazy day is something we need every now and then. Helps you out. Where's everyone from, if you don't mind saying? So, oh. But how would you say this? Come here. It says the way you say my name is Jeoo.
Joe.
Would that be Geo?
Geo.
Is that right? I did vomiting, sleeping, and sitting today. Okay, fair enough. Geo said yes. All right, Arizona. So, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys are pretty warm right now in Arizona. I like that one, Matt. Hey, bud. If laziness were an Olympic sport, then I'd get fourth place on purpose, just so I wouldn't have to walk up to the podium. That's a good one, right? Yeah, it's here. I know Arizona's a lot warmer than us. Here, it's like Sun really liked that one, Matt. Here, it's like mid 60s, and I'm a little warm, but where we're from, that's perfect spring weather. So we're trying to take advantage before it gets too hot. From Korea, that's awesome. I don't know that we've ever actually had somebody from Korea in our life. We've had a bunch of different countries, but we can now check Korea. So appreciate you stopping in. Always remember that hard work often pays off after time. However, laziness always pays off now. Remus is subscribing to that philosophy. Oh, now I know how to say hello in Korean. I believe it's pronounced, correct me if I'm wrong, Gio, it's pronounced Enyo. Appreciate you, Gojo. We're just a fun little community. So our main channel is sharing fun stuff like, water parks, amusement parks, festivals, that kind of thing. We have other channels too, but we just like to hang out and have good conversation and enjoy people's company. So if Matt keeps popping off the dad jokes, you'll get some comedy. We have some people from the UK that pop in. We have some people from... yeah, we got somebody. It never actually said where he's from, but his name's Yoshi, and he gets a kick out of Mama because Mama wears yellow Crocs. So it's just a fun community. Are any of you guys creators, or do you guys mainly watch content, or both? And Okay, so let me go back. Dog is Remus, so that's Remus. And bonus points to anybody in the chat that knows where that name comes from. Our day was great. I don't know if you have these at school, but Son's day at school was called Field Day. So towards the end of school, when school's getting out, they just have a day outside to play games and have fun. I volunteered at it, and Son got to play games all day with his friends. So it was a pretty good day. Okay, let me try this one. Cam Samita. Cam Samita. Let me know, Jewu, if that's right. Or Geo, sorry. I named my new dog 8 Miles. This way I can honestly say that I walk 8 miles every day. That's good.
8 miles every day. Yeah, I walk 8 miles every day.
So now I can say hello and thank you in Korean.
Okay. Well, what are data kits? 2 of them.
So his son is building a classroom for the summer where he's the teacher and he's building like projects. It's totally cool, dude. Cam in my drink, bud.
I'm going through my
Welcome back, Gojo.
I'm going through my. You can't show it. Because.
I know. Can you hand me my drink?
Because it has a lot of personal information.
Our day was good. It was long. It was busy. We had field day. I don't know if anybody. I just said this, so for anybody in here that I'm repeating this for, I'm sorry. But field day is basically at school where you get to play all day. So Son's school had field day today. I volunteered at it, but they got to play a bunch of games and have fun outside and do different things because he's only got a couple days left in school before it's over. So it was a good day. And yesterday, and we're from the U.S., and yesterday was a holiday. So we had a 3-day weekend. And we did all these plantings all over the house. Made a bunch of content for our DIY channel. So there'll be a bunch of new videos coming out on Dad and Son DIY it all. Hey, CDC. All right, Geo's awesome meeting you. You take care, and thank you for helping us learn Korean. It's so cool of you. School's over a week ago. Yeah, so is the schools here, except for the Son goes to a parochial school, which is a religious school.
Here, show chat if you want. These are sight words for pre-K.
But the other schools ended last week. Appreciate
dry
you,
erase
Geo.
capitals for me.
We go live typically once a day for sure, typically twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So hope to see you again. You can keep filling us in on stuff to say in Korean. That's awesome. All right, everyone, I'm standing on the leash because there's somebody about to walk by and Remus doesn't like it. Stop it. Stop it. So I'm standing on his leash. Are you gonna behave? Let's get blue ball. Nope, you're not behaving. There's a dog across the street. Stop it. Come here. Come here. That's the neighbor's dog. Stop it. So, Matt, I wanted to ask you. Okay, I gotta go back and see it. Okay, mock. I don't know what this word means, but I was told that if you use the word mock to someone who speaks Korean, then it would mean a lot to them. Hey, bud, how are you doing today? Nice. So, do you write these down, or do you just watch them and remember them all? Because either way, you're a legend. But I need to know if you're like jotting these down. Remus. Oh, yeah, we're just catching up from a long day. Last week of school, and so Son's going through and today was field day, and so a lot of outdoor activities. So we're just having a relax day on the front porch. I'm playing with Remus, and you can see from the hair debris, Mama brushed him. So did you never said who your team was? You said your team was playing in the championship, and I heard about the car incident. But did your team win or not over the weekend, bud? In India, it's merci, just like it is in French. That's awesome. So Matt shared a joke that I thought was actually really solid, and oh, it's this Sunday. Okay, so I saw the news with the Liverpool win and the crowd and the car, which is tragic. But I didn't know if that game was the game that you guys were had a vested interest in. So Matt said if laziness were an Olympic sport, I'd take fourth place just so I wouldn't have to walk up to the podium.
Sounds about right.
I thought that was pretty good.
My mom played golf one time with a guy who they weren't going to take first, so they made sure they took last.
So my big intro to Wembley, and I didn't know it that well when I was growing up, but I bought the DVD and the dual CD set. Actually, they were both gifted to me for Christmas one year, of Oasis at Wembley. So that was my first introduction to Wembley Stadium. So, pretty cool venue. So now we got CDC with the dad jokes too. He said, I'm a magician. I haven't seen you in a while. Ready? Ready? You can't catch for squat, so there we go. Ah, got you, Matt. I was just wondering how you remembered all of them. I know you said you got it from other channels, but I'm like, if you can just go off of memory with these, that is legendary. And it is awesome that it's still legendary that you jot them down and share them, because we appreciate them. I'm just gonna have to go back to the chats and remember some of them because they are awesome dad jokes. Yeah, I saw that, bud. So, yeah, and there was that crowd and car incident over in Liverpool, and I was. Yeah, so whenever we have crowds like that, we have these crazy contraptions, and if we're ever live at an event, I'll show you them. They're these giant, even if it's a pop-up situation, the police roll them out, and they're like on wheels, and you can tow them, but then you drop them, and they have these giant like hooked teeth, and they're built like this, and they have this giant brace behind it. So if something tries to drive into that, yeah, it gets dug into the ground, and then those giant teeth dig into the front of the vehicle. And then behind that, they put like plow trucks and like giant like city vehicles. So if somehow they look like something out of like World War like barriers at like a seawall. But they can pop them out at a drop of a hat. They can just put them on the back of a vehicle and tow them to location and then drop them. So we have those popped up by us all the time. And so I would figure with the crowds I saw on TV, why they wouldn't have something similar, because there was a lot of people out there. Dayton Beach right now, that's awesome. Were you on vacation or is that where you live? Yeah, pretty much about exactly. Do you like? Ooh, I don't know. I woke up laughing this morning. Matt said I woke up laughing this morning. I must have slept funny. Oh, you got an eye roll from Mama on that one. You're exactly right, Bod, on the barriers. I don't know what jik is, Gojo. Is that a food? Okay. So you're at your vacation spot now and you're leaving to go back home in 2 days. Are you looking forward to go back home? Okay, it's not a food. Okay, I need your help then. I don't know what jik is. Or is that, oh, it's 2 J's, JJK. I thought that was a JIK. Anybody know what JJK is?
That's just kidding.
Sorry, nobody here knows what JJK is. You're looking forward to go back home? That's typically towards the end of any vacation. You're always like ready to get back home. Get back in the swing of things, get back to normalcy. So, Bot, who is your team? You may have said it, and I may not have caught it, but who is your team? And do you have tickets to go to Wembley, or are you watching it on TV? I've seen anime. I can't say that I'm either for it or against it. So we don't watch a lot of it. Son's just getting out of the bluey phase, so we haven't hit anime yet. Okay, so with that said, Bod, who's your team? And I assume JJK is some sort of anime? I'm not gonna lie, the closest thing to anime that son and mom probably know is like there's certain versions of Pokemon that are anime. But most anime is like deeper than that. That's a little surfacey. I watched the anime version of The Witcher.
What?
The Witcher. That's awesome. So, what level do they play in? The South End United play in? $40 a ticket isn't bad at all. Okay, League Two. Have they been in League Two for a while, or are they a recent move up or demotion? Unfortunately. Okay, it's a dark thing. So I'd be more into that. I like the dark stuff, not the. I don't like the less of the fantasy stuff, more dark stuff. If that makes any sense, I don't know if it does. Okay, so it's double the price. I'm thinking in terms of. So our local team, since you know where we're at, Bod, our local football team, not soccer, but football, American football, like the nosebleed section. So the cheapest tickets you can get a hold of are like $80, $100. And just out of curiosity, when the NFL does come over to the UK and plays at like Wembley, what do those tickets go for? I'll look it up though for sure, Gojo. I will definitely look it up. Okay, Bod's got more knowledge than I do. I'm not very deep with it, but I think we're on the same page with what we like, don't like. Okay, you wouldn't know. So our local baseball team. So one of them, because we got two teams in the major city we're in. One of them you can get tickets for like $20. The other one, like a starting ticket is 60, $80. I assume baseball, the equivalent would be cricket for you guys, from a like popularity standpoint. He saw the Cubs at Wembley? So do you follow rugby too, Bod, or just football, what we would call soccer? Oh, what do we see? Baby.
Remus, come here.
So is footy what? Just so I'm using the right terms. Footy is what we call soccer, right? I like that one, Matt. Okay, I don't know why it hit that one. Probably because you said hitting. Joe, please tell me it was a soft plushie and it didn't get you in the eye. This truck, that one right there. Okay. So okay, I'll refer to it as football or footy because I don't know how to say it when I'm talking to somebody from Australia or the UK because we call it football. Everyone knows that Americans call it soccer and they hate it because football is the world's game. And so the fact that we call a game where you mainly hand off or throw the ball football to them is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. The only time you use your foot is a field goal, an extra point, or to kick the ball off. Every other time you're touching the ball. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Bod said, yeah, soccer's a weird world.
Soccer is unfortunately not my favorite sport.
You throw leather eggs and you stop every 2 seconds. That's how the world sees football for the most part. That's exactly what it is. It's 6 seconds of pure violence followed by 40 seconds of truck and beer commercials. Occasionally with adult male problem prescriptions. So somebody was asking about the truck, correct? Because I know Bod asked, why do all Americans drive the truck? Or were you talking about that truck over there? So this one right here, yeah, that's the truck I drive most of the time. This is the car that typically you see us in when we're live driving because I'm in the passenger seat. If we're in this, Son is typically in the passenger seat and talking to the chat. She made you do it. Wait, she smacks you in the face with the plushie and makes you do all the chores? That doesn't make any sense, Gojo. What kind of chores are we talking about? And were you supposed to do the chores? Or did you just not want to argue with her?
Is that a mom or a wife?
What?
Making them do the chores.
No, Gojo got hit in the face by her sister. T-minus 5 seconds.
Stay. Stay.
Oh, I didn't share this one with you, Mo. Hold on. This one was good.
Hold on. Good.
This one was good. Where was it at? Where was it at, Matt?
Stay. Stay.
I'm gonna change it up a little bit, Matt. So let me do this.
Stay. Good boy. Stay.
How can you tell a dogwood tree from a different tree?
Stay. Good boy. I don't know.
From its bark. So I changed it up a little bit from how Matt said it. I just thought it'd be better for delivery purposes.
Good boy. Oh, good boy.
It is not, Matt. Or sorry, Bod. That is the answer, Bod. It's an inline 6.
Memory book.
That's a 4-cylinder hybrid, and that is a V6. I do have a V8 super duper
Oh, look at you.
sports car that's not here. It's in storage. Okay, I can't bring my dog to the local pond anymore. The ducks keep attacking her.
What?
I guess that's what I get for having a pure breed dog.
I don't get it.
I don't get that one either. I was hoping it was new.
Delivery's lost. It's
Did I mess that one up, Monster? Or sorry, Matt. Did I mess that one up? Oh, purebred. Get it? I said breed. It's the way you pronounce the word. Do you get it now? Because ducks eat bread when you throw it to them at the park. So purebred dog. You can't say breed because if you say breed, you're still lost.
oh, because they're gonna eat the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, that one you got to watch how you pronounce bread versus breed.
Breed is B-R-E-E-D. Bread is B-R-E-A-D.
That's how he wrote it. He wrote bread. Again, your brain does that to you when you see something, and so it's my fault. My fault.
You messed that one up.
Yes, I did. I did. That's on me. Matt also says he doesn't understand football. He played soccer as a kid and never got into football. Matt, are you from the U.S.? And I only asked that because you used the word soccer, and that's totally fine. I know a lot of people that played soccer that never got into football, but just confirming you're from the U.S. because you used the word soccer.
No.
And then Gojo had to do the living room, dishes, my room, my mom, my dad's, babysitting my little brother, and cleaning, and that's it. That's it. That's a lot of chores. A lot of chores. So Bod's got a joke against, because the UK and Irish, it's kind of like when you watch like stuff like Braveheart, where like the Irish had traditionally had a beef with the English have beef with the Irish, and blah blah blah. So Bod has a joke that probably hits a lot harder to them, but I find it funny. Did you know the Irish invented the toilet?
The toilet?
Yeah, it was the British that put a hole in it
I don't get it.
because it would just fill and fill and fill. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so you are in the States. Okay. Arizona and Idaho. Okay.
They're in both places?
No, they moved from Arizona to Idaho. That's Matt. Neighbor's gonna clean his gutters. That's something I did over the weekend. Unfortunately for me, my gutters are a little higher. He's crashing out. Hopefully that's a good thing. I don't know what time it is for you, but maybe it should be the appropriate time for him to crash out. And that's what I got, Bod, because there's a long-standing, I presume, rivalry between the two countries. Okay, so what's the difference between an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotchman? 5:19 p.m. or a.m.? Gojo. Hey, Scarface, how's it going? Okay. So do you like the hot then, Matt, or do you prefer the change of seasons and having snow around you?
Does it snow in England?
Rarely. And Bod can correct me on that, but snow is not big in
But
England.
it's like up, so you think
But it's got a more temperate climate because of the being like an island country. Actually, because of climate change, they're becoming like the world superpower in like grape growing. It's moving north from
It's really,
France
like,
to them.
not sunny there though, is it?
And when they get snow, And Bod, again, correct me if I'm wrong. If they get snow, it's like 2, 3, 4 inch event. It doesn't last long. Whereas like us, we can get
Isn't it
like
always,
20
like-
inches.
Like cloudy, like Oregon, or like Washington, Oregon, like
Yeah, it's like
crappy weather, like
rainy and cloudy. That depends on your perspective. I like gray overcast weather. So you're behind us, Gojo. So you're okay. We're 7:21. Here we go. Remus is gonna howl. Hey Usman, how are you? I got a question for you, Usman. When you were in the live the other day and we were driving, could you hear us or no? I'm 100% there with you, Matt. I give me cold any day. Okay, so yeah, the live was doing weird things. We'd have people come in and out, say hello, and then we'd say hello back, and they wouldn't say anything, and then it just cut on us. And then after it cut on us, we went live again, and then we had a whole bunch of conversations with people. So it was like the weirdest thing. So we figured something was wrong with the first live. So we did say hi to you, by the way. So there was just something up. Yeah, remember when we were there and we're like, something's weird because nobody's saying hi back after we say hello. They get so Bod did answer. They get snow in February, but not much. But when we do get it bad, sometimes, but rarely. So like us, like to us, a no.
Snow anymore either.
Well,
So
I mean, but and a typical snow event for us, 4 inches is normal, but we can get up to like 15 inches. Bad event is over 20.
I've
So.
never seen 20 inches of snow.
Man, that's just one that I can't believe I haven't heard before. Matt said, "I love going outdoors. It's so much better than going out windows." It works because he was talking about the different weather conditions, so he's actually putting them in the applicable sense. Okay, so the chores were worth it. Well, that's good. And if your brother's crashing at 5:19, will he sleep the rest of the night, or is he going to be up in a couple hours?
Is it a baby?
Yeah, that makes sense, Bod. Because correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't like the ocean in the Scottish Islands up there, like the water is what like? And I know you guys use Fahrenheit. You guys use Celsius. So 40 degrees, freezing is 0. So that would be somewhere like 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. I could be way off on that. I haven't used my Celsius conversion since high school. But 40 degrees Fahrenheit is where I'd be. 32 degrees Fahrenheit being freezing, 0 being Celsius freezing. Shoot, Usman, we're all ears. $1:30 a.m. for Bod. Okay, so Matt said, what's the hottest part of a room? The corner, because it's always 90 degrees.
Oh my god. They're so dumb. They're like.
Son, every time you ask that, Usman, son gets so freaked out. He's like, what does he mean? Where are we going without him? Well, that's rough. I assume he's a young guy if he's not sleeping through the night. So Fahrenheit, we double add 30, take away 4. Okay, so for Fahrenheit, we double it, add 30, take away 4. So that would be
Double it.
10, 20,
minus
50. So that would be it'd be about 8 degrees Celsius is ballpark what I believe the water temperatures to be in the north of Scotland, in the Northern Isles, correct? He's 5 and he doesn't sleep through the night? That's crazy. I'd be waking him up. Mama and I would wake up son if he fell asleep like at 5:19. We'd be like, hey, time to go for a walk, time to go to the park, time to do something. He was just over here building a whole bunch of crafts and he finished his craft project, so he's taking them in. He's building a since school's almost out for the summer, he's doing his own school thing that he's going to build in the house, and so he finished that and he's going to set it up. So I'm just out here with Remus. He literally just went in a couple minutes ago. Now Remus is wondering where everyone went. Okay. So since we didn't get to ask, Guzman, how was your weekend? That's unfortunate, Gojo. I don't know. Hopefully he grows out of it. That's all I can say. Because sleeping through the night, that's a glorious thing. And I can tell you it comes back around as you get older. You just hope to be able to sleep through the night. Like example, I got up yesterday at like 3:30 in the morning. Looked at the watch or the phone, convinced it was morning, and I had to get up, and I had about 2 to 3 hours more that I could have slept. So you're just very hopeful you sleep through the night. That's all I can say. I do not. So one of the reasons we live where we live is because we don't have associations. So a great example, if we had one, he'd probably get in trouble for the height of his flag, or having a flag at all in his front yard. These folks would probably get in trouble because they keep their garbage cans in front of their house. They'd get in trouble because their garbage cans are on the side of their house and not covered. He'd get in trouble because I don't know if you can tell from here, but where I'm pointing, those are sawhorses on the side of the house. So he'd get in trouble. And then they have rules and sayings like you can only have certain flowers or certain types of flowers or certain types of shrubs, or we put shrubs on our property line, so it's pretty clear. We also put little fences that you can maybe see or not see in front of them, and the reason was if we didn't, every dog that would ever walk by would trample the flowers in the gardens and destroy the flowers. So just by putting up those little fences right in the front, it keeps them from doing that. 100% Usman, I promise. Bod, so when I see those videos and I hear those people complain, the first thing I tell you, like he probably would have gotten in trouble. I know he's up there cleaning his garage, but there's a whole bunch of maple seeds. That's what he's digging out of his gutters because it's supposed to rain all night tonight and all day tomorrow. So he's up there cleaning that out. He'd probably get in trouble because they're up there. I will tell you, before you buy a house, you're told you have to read the HOA covenants, and you're legally required to sign off that you're becoming part of the HOA. You agree to pay the dues, you agree to all the terms and conditions, and then the people after the fact complain. So just as somebody that lives in the US and has the options of buying homes or living in areas with and without them, I blame the people that buy in those areas and are upset by it. The other thing they can also do, but not to derail this conversation, is every HOA has a board that's elected from the residents that live there. So if they really wanted to change the rules, they could run to be part of the board and get elected and change the rules. It's like one meeting every 6 months. And you could change everything. But yes, I do have a major problem with HOAs because it's a whole lot of telling you what to do, and it's based on basically 6 people's opinion of how the entire neighborhood should look, from how garage doors can be to how front doors can be to what colors you can paint your house, what flowers you can plant, you name it. So yes, you have to pay for it. And they put liens on your house, correct. And they're legally allowed to. All because when you bought your house, you signed off Now, some people will tell you they love HOAs because of the strict covenants and rules. It keeps out the riffraff. Because on a walk, on future days when we go for a walk, I'll walk by a house and I'll show you guys if you guys are in here. There's a house around the corner. So we go that way and then around. And they decided instead of using, flower pots and hanging baskets, they decided to take a pyramid of tires and then painted the tires in fluorescent colors and filled the tires holes with dirt and then planted in those. Nobody can say anything in this neighborhood, and I'm okay with them doing it. I think it looks like crap, but they're allowed to do it, and I'm okay with that. But if they were in an HOA, they wouldn't be able to. So that's what people that are pro HOA will say. We're stopping that from happening. We're creating a better, higher property values, better neighborhood, better aesthetic, that kind of thing. Yeah, there's also water rules too on municipalities. So depending on how we get our water. So I live in a community that taps a river, and we're one of only 3 communities in the area that can. A lot of people still use deep well. So another great example, you see my fire pit there. That would be a ding. We'd get in trouble from that. Sun has sidewalk. What's the price of a Tesla car in America? They have dropped significantly. But let me come to that in 1 second. So, like, Son built a theme park, and he wanted to call it Santa Land. So, we'd get dinged for this if we were an association. Um, 35 grand there. So I will tell you, they're dropping so much that they've stopped really putting values on them. So a great example is they're doing a buyback program right now with the Cybertruck, and they will give you, if you bought it within the last year, they will give you $65,000 no matter what your purchase price was, no matter how many miles and how long you've had it within 12 months just to buy it back. And the price for a Cybertruck in the US is $120,000 US. If you're talking a Model S, you can probably pick those up right now for about 30. See, I'm kind of with you on that. You got paid, Gojo. What'd you get paid? Did you get paid for your chores? Because if you did, good for you, because you did a lot of chores. So for us, I wanted a hybrid. I like the flexibility of gas, but I also like the fact that that thing right there, and it's a decent size little compact SUV. It's got a lot of storage. It gets about 50 miles a gallon. Whereas that bad boy, unless I get it on the highway, gets about 15. So around town, that's about 15. On the highway, I can get it up to 28 at its absolute best. This beast is 22 on its best day, like downhill with the wind behind it. That's why it's parked up here and doesn't get driven all that much. That's like our long haul. Like we're going on vacation, need to load up a lot of people and a lot of cargo. I'm with you, Matt. It's a Honda Odyssey. So, in fairness, when it comes to trucks, I'm a big American made, so that's a GMC. When it comes to passenger vehicles, standard vehicles, I'm a big Honda guy. I really like the Honda quality. And I know other people that like different brands or partial to different brands. That's an interesting name. Freeing you right now subscribed. How you doing today? Yes, Deadpool had a very, I think it was in Deadpool that they had a very long commentary on Odyssey when he was, yeah. Now that you say that, it was in Deadpool too, and I totally remember it. And it was the like super nice Deadpool that drove the Odyssey. I'm not gonna lie to you, Bod. If you ever get behind the wheel of that beast, that thing is like driving a lazy boy on a marshmallow floating on a cloud. That thing is the most comfortable thing you've ever ridden in your life, no matter which seat you're sitting in. My favorite car that we own to drive for comfort, the Odyssey. Mama's car's got a little zip. So it's like, because it's so light and it's a hybrid, it always, like, when you hit the gas, it goes off the electric, so it flies in and out. The truck is just so nice because you can load it up with whatever you need to and get stuff moved around. So they all have a purpose. That's why we have all three of them. So I guess for daily driving, I would say the hybrid. Yeah, Toyotas are solid too. They really are. But I think you fall in love with like one because they stay with the same, like, as weird as it sounds, even like the wipers go in the same direction. You fall in love with one manufacturer and you stay loyal to them. An Audi S8, that's a nice vehicle. You like trucks, Gojo? So yeah, my neighbor over there has got the big Toyota Tundra. We got the GMC. Neighbor across the street's got the Ford pickup. It's a lot of pickups. A lot of pickups. Yeah, Usman, that's about the only two things we have in common with Mr. Beast. We live in the U.S. and we're both YouTubers. Although the one thing that Mr. Beast doesn't have, to my knowledge, is a dad and son do it all. Glow in the dark wristband. I'm just saying. Just saying. I don't think Mr. Beast got that. He may have candy bars, but he doesn't have glow in the dark wristbands. And for anybody that wants to know, Son picked out the different graphics that go on it. Ford Fiesta 2-liter, that's a solid option. Son asked me the other day, he said, if you get something new. I told him, and I'm not kidding about it, I really want to own a Mini Cooper. I want a journeyman Mini Cooper. I just want a little guy to go in and out of traffic. You are correct, Usman. That's what I said. The only two things we got in common is a YouTube channel and we're in the U.S. My man is on a different level. We do find his stuff entertaining, though. So we watch him on occasion. Some of the stuff's a little out there, like driving a train into a canyon, but some of the other stuff is really cool. Gojo, I've only ever driven a BMW once. They were nice, but it's one of those ones that, like, for the price, I don't know that I would own one, if that makes sense. Exactly, Bod. I came out of a little tiny Saturn. I don't know if they had Saturns over in the UK, but that's what I moved up to get the van because Son was born, and it was a Saturn SC2, so a little 3-door Saturn sports car. And that thing, you could fit that thing in your pocket, but man, I could weave in and out of traffic. I could corner on a dime. That thing was an awesome little car. And then I had my Camaro as my sports car. And when Son was born, that's when I actually bought the van. So we had a family cruiser. So you don't know how many subs you got? Yeah, Son's a little more into the sub count. I think this channel for us is almost at 3,000. Our other channels range from I think our DIYs at like just over 1,000. Our cook and eating channel is almost 500, and then our collected channel is like 30. So I don't really chart it day to day, but Son gets a kick out of the numbers more than I do. I got fired from Keyboard Factory for not putting in enough shifts. They couldn't let me return or enter. They even changed the caps lock on me. That one, that one probably hits pretty good in the office. We don't have Mondeos in the U.S. I have seen them on like Car and Driver TV, but they are not in the U.S. The M3 is a little pocket rocket too. That's a nice BMW. Oh, you make your own music, Mod? That's awesome. Yeah, I can. Oh, there's a little bunny rabbit. But it's not scared to come out because Remus is inside. I think you're right. I think that's what it was called. It was called the Taurus here, but the styling was changed a little bit. Same body, same chassis, but the styling. So the like the front fascia and stuff was changed slightly for the U.S. market. It was kind of like when they brought back the GTO here. It was actually a Holden Moreno or something like that from Australia. And they just changed the styling of it and slapped a Pontiac badge on it and called it the new GTO. Yes, exactly. It was a lot more bubbly. So you're saying you're talking about the Hassenpfeffer that just walked through his dinner? If you were, that's hilarious, because I can count on these many fingers how many times I've eaten rabbit. Remus is sad. He's just sitting inside because Mama took him in. I don't know why. Yeah, Usman, if you could connect us and Mr. Beast, I'd say hi to him. You've never had rabbit? Oh my gosh, they are everywhere. I could probably turn that corner and find 3 or 4 more. They are all over our neighborhood. Which, if we had an association, they'd probably find them. Well, if we're at that point, we'd call him Jimmy if he was coming into the house. Hey, buddy. Where you at, bud? I lost Son and Remus. Like I said, Usman, we're more about, the numbers don't mean a whole lot to us. Just the fact that we have awesome conversations with people all over the world, get to share some community and have a little fun on a daily basis. That's all it is to us. Unfortunately, when you get the size of Mr. Beast, you lose that. If you get that big going live, you wouldn't have that same sense of community. And so that would be a rough day for us, I can tell you. We'd probably start just a small other channel, and name it something wild and only tell like certain community members and stuff, so we could still have this. This to us makes our day. Even Mama's getting into it. Mama really wasn't into the concept of us having a YouTube channel. I'm a big Wagyu beef guy. I actually have Wagyu beef tallow in a jar next to my stove to cook with. You are correct, Bod. It very much does taste like chicken, so does alligator. Texturally, it's different though. Taste is 100% on point with chicken. Texturally, it is not the same. That's a big thing in the South. So like Louisiana, like all the Gulf states eat a lot of chicken and gator. Or sorry, frog and gator. Yeah. So it's funny you say that. So a lot of the stuff that Son watches, and I take it in for research, just see what other YouTubers are doing. I hear a lot of times when they're doing unboxing or setup or creation videos, like, and thinking of our DIY channel, they always like start and then about 30 seconds in, we'd like to thank today's sponsor. So I've gotten a little snarky recently, and so I started doing that myself. But I say I'd like to thank today's sponsor, which is me, because everything we unbox, everything we set up, everything we open, everything we use, I've bought. So I say I'd like to thank today's sponsor, who is me. So I get it. And we've had people reach out and for the 2 different channels that are over 1,000 subs and offer stuff. We're not into that at all. Again, we're here for community, not for... Okay. So with that said, Usman, I'm going in to check on son. So we always keep it outside. We don't go in the house. We so much appreciate all of you. And if you're here now, we'd love it if you did hit the subscribe so we keep chatting in the next one. We'll be live again in about a little less than 12 hours for our drive in the morning. And then we'll be live again tomorrow afternoon. So we will catch you in the next one. Exactly, Matt. We're all our own sponsors, and I like it that way because the integrity then stays. You're beholden to nobody. So if you haven't subbed, please do turn on notifications so we can keep the conversation going. Appreciate all of you. Have a great night or a great morning, depending where you're at. And Usman, I'm on my way to tell son you said, hey, appreciate you guys. Take care.